we have at DLD is very stimulating. Don't you think so? It gives me energy. It gives me joy. And I wish we all could dance after the sessions. But we have to, you know, there's dinners and cocktails, but we all have to see us at the party. Who doesn't want to go to the party? I don't believe you, but I really recommend Sophie and the Giants are amazing. And Tessa also. It will be fun, and the location is cool, and the drinks are good, and the atmosphere is extraordinary. You should come. And I want to dance with you. With you. Come, have a seat. And GL, come also. Get a chair. Come. Come. This is GL from the DLD team, you know. Yeah. So, who are you?
Is this on?
Yes,
can you hear me?
Of course.
Hi, I'm Cornelius. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Zellerfeld, and we print shoes.
And I have these shoes since a year long, half a year, and I'm the happiest person with these shoes. They are not uncomfortable, they are extremely comfortable. Why are they so comfortable?
So first of all, they are made with a material, so they're 3D printed, and they are made with a very soft material. But the cool thing is you can take 2 pictures of your feet, and then we can custom fit any design you want. So we have built almost like a YouTube or an app store of shoes, like a 2-sided marketplace. All day, people are uploading new cool designs, and not just, I don't know, students that finance their university degree with it, but also like really big brands. Like we collaborate with Nike, with Louis Vuitton, with many other brands. So we believe we will get printed shoes on every foot. And comfort is a big topic there.
Yes, it's amazing. Cornelius, what made you to create it? What was the idea behind it?
I mean,
where's your partner? Where is Imran? You should sit here too. Come. We're all together. Where are you? Don't
He's
be
saying,
shy.
I'm good.
Okay.
The main reason why I think this is important is because on the one hand, I think footwear has become very stale, very boring. We see always the same shoes over and over again, the same designs since 30 years. And I'm an engineer, so I studied engineering, and I had a 3D printer while I was studying, and I thought, hey, maybe you can 3D print shoes and bring those upfront investments down from, like, I don't know, $1 million per design to start to 0. And I thought it would be a weekend project, but it turned out it's like now 7 years, and I'm still not fully happy. Yeah, and this is how it grew over time. Cooler people reached out that wanted to use the technology at some point. Justin Bieber, and back in the day, Kanye West, and I don't know, Lewis Hamilton. They started wearing them, and it just snowballed, and now we're here, and for the first time actually can bring that that subject close to people, because it's not only that it's a cooler design. No, it's also a big reason what we do is it's way more sustainable. All those shoes that you see here, they are fully recyclable. So we can grind them down, take the material and make a new shoe out of it. And I'm gonna hand this around so you can all touch it. I have like a small section view here for you, and you can really see the entire shoe is made just with one line, with one fiber. And depending on how you structure the fiber, depending on how you make the nozzle move, you can have like basically a very firm midsole, but then also a super soft upper. And it's all one material, no glue, no stitches. And that is actually what will make footwear more sustainable, because again, we can take that shoe and make a new shoe out of it after use. So it's really cool. It's not only cooler, it's also better for the environment, and this is really cool.
You know, Cornelius, when maybe 20 years ago, when we started DLD, the in-shoe, everyone in Silicon Valley was wearing it. What was it? You know it?
Allbirds, wasn't it?
No, not Birkenstock. That came later. No. What? What's the Crocs? Yes, Crocs. Everyone was wearing Crocs. schlürfing, you know. But now, the hot shit is, I assume you're at Zellerfeld. Yeah, it's cool.
Absolutely.
And we have him here. It's the beginning, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, we want to get printed shoes on every foot, but even that is just the beginning. So for example, what we are really happy about is that for the first time, you know, we have seen over the last decades how everything turned digital. Like we saw letters turn to emails or film photos to iPhone snaps. Now with AI, even consciousness going digital. And what we are so excited about our shoes is for the first time products are going digital. So it's like this shoe is all just software.
It's extremely ugly.
Yeah.
But
this is also just software, and this as well.
But it's cool, isn't it? I mean, Crocs.
So this shoe is called the Marshmallow. It's from the German rapper Crow. And like the cool thing about it is you could not produce that in any other way. It's like super soft here.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear it. Maybe I can even give it a round. You would usually think, oh my God, that must be so uncomfortable. But actually, like here it's soft and here it's much firmer. That's actually the section view that's going around is like just a small cut of it. And you could not produce that in any other way. But this is what we are so excited about. All of a sudden, new ideas can go into the market, even some that are polarizing.
Cornelius, don't get me wrong. I'm 70 years old, and I have I grew up with John Lobb and Alden, and all these church shoes and so. Now I see this, and since I'm kind of a trendsetter, DLD is always a little bit ahead of its time. Mm-hmm. I exactly know, I know exactly this will be amazing. It's a great success already, but it will be big.
I hope so too, and hopefully it doesn't stop with shoes, right? Yeah. Because like we are building this infrastructure, we are building that marketplace where creators, we are building a world in which the best product ideas and the best storytelling wins, and not necessarily the companies with the biggest bank accounts. And that's what excites us. And now we see that in shoes, just like how Amazon started with books and they IPO'd as a bookstore. We see this now with shoes, and we really hope that we can bring more and more products digital, so we as a society can also grow in a sense of, like, because let's be real, we have seen so much innovation in software and digital world, but not so much in the physical world.
Definitely. You mentioned just storytelling. What is your favorite storytelling or story regarding Zellerfeld?
So what is very close to me is really the fact that we now, when I started, again, I was an engineer. I was sitting in Clausthal Zellerfeld in this very tiny mountain city in the Harz Mountains in Germany. And I was just always scrolling through Instagram. And, there are so many designers with so many great ideas, and they put so much love and attention to detail into designing shoes. And, there are so many kids that just love sketching shoes all day. And, what I hated seeing is that there was no way for them to actually unleash that creativity, unleash that passion, because as a sneaker designer, because it's so expensive traditionally to make shoes, you have to work at one of those big brands. And when you work at those big brands, it's not you as a designer who makes the design, it's actually the marketing department. The marketing department says 18 months in advance, hey, this will be the trend color in 18 months. Let's use that silhouette because we already have all the production tools. And that is just deeply unsatisfying for any creative person. And now we have that on Zellerfeld.com, it's like this playground of where all this creativity that was really restricted for decades can finally unleash. And we see now people quitting their jobs at their companies to build their own brand with great storytelling that goes to heart. They work their ass off. It's really powerful to see that we are creating, in another step, again, a creator economy where, I don't know, I think it's fascinating how a Mr. Beast, for example, now has a bigger audience than Disney in some cases, and that is really cool.
It's really cool. Cornelius, I'm sorry, I'm running back and forth, and I'm about to running and you have to continue. But I have the feeling, Cornelius, that you are Menschenfreund. You like Menschen.
Of course, who doesn't?
Yeah. No. Normally, so there are designers who are very, very cool, and I'm the designer, and and it's. But you are so open-minded. So isn't it great?
I think it's all about future positivity, right? Like,
yes,
I mean,
yes.
I mean, let's be real. We need to create an infrastructure in a way in which cool product ideas can emerge again, and we hope we can do our small part in that.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And DLD stands for Digital Life Design, and I'm very happy that you are here for design. Have a good time at DLD, and we see us later.
Thank you so much, Steffi.
Thank you. Sorry for
Cornelius, let's be real. The fashion industry is deeply, deeply flawed. It's asking for disruption, and it's imploding. You see the value chains, you see the unsustainable ways of producing things, and sweatshops of people who are getting paid nothing. Like, why is this not already status quo?
Oh, that's a really good question. Why is it not status quo? I mean, as so often in an industry, also here in footwear, also in the fashion industry, it has been optimized. Like, with those disruptive technologies, at some point you are at this point where it has been optimized to the maximum in terms of you can't save more money in anything. And at some point there's this S curve in that innovation curve where all of a sudden a new technology comes around, which needs like lots of courage to actually embrace. And I also don't want to exaggerate, but it was incredibly hard over the last 8 years with I don't know, like 8 years ago, nobody believed printed shoes could ever be as good as traditional shoes. So it was like the entire Zellerfeld team, like we had to just swallow so much of doubt, and that I believe any rational person would have not done that. I mean, we were eating ketchup on toast, and we were I'm still living in a student dorm, and it's just we do so much to put every single cent we have into making those products as good as it can be, and to convince people that this is the future. And I don't know if there are so many people on earth like our team at Zellerfeld that would actually swallow all of that pain. And that is why I'm really happy that we are such an outstanding team that is in for the mission, in for the vision. And I think that is what was needed. And now we are in that time where we need to create excitement in order to get those big brands to actually embrace it.
But they are excited, aren't they not? I mean, you have even brought something, and I remember Louis Vuitton, but I mean, people are wearing this already. Yeah. You just told me about a shoe you just printed for a great artist, a great rapper, Drake.
So
didn't you? So why do Justin Bieber, Lewis Hamilton are wearing those shoes? Because they could wear, let's say, Balenciaga, no?
There's a really great story which I love, which is why did the iPod became such a cultural icon? Like the iPod changed how we consumed music to an incredible extent. And there were those L train wars. The L train is basically the train that goes from Williamsburg to Manhattan and back and forth, and that is basically where you could say lots of culture is represented. And the L train wars were basically, there were lots of young like teenagers and young adults having the iPods, and they were actually battling themselves against each other. Who has the more niche music taste? Like if you show me what you have on your iPod or what you had on your iPod, I could tell you who you are, and the more niche it is, the further away it is from the top hits that everybody is listening to. Oh, then you must be culturally really, really deep into the scene. And I think that is a really big reason why those celebrities are also embracing what we're doing, because all of a sudden, Balenciaga has, 7 designs out there. Everybody has them. And Justin Bieber says, hey, I don't know, Kylie Jenner, like what shoes do you have? Like they all have the same shoes. There's no uniqueness anymore in footwear. And all of a sudden, those celebrities can now get from a good friend of mine, Finrush Taylor. He's a London-based designer. He sold, let's say, when Justin Bieber bought his shoes, he had maybe sold 50 pairs. And all of a sudden, Justin Bieber can be like, yo, this kid is cool. His design language is cool. I love what he is doing. I want to make him big. And I'm going to wear his shoes now, and I'm going to prove to the world how much I am into culture, that I don't only wear Balenciagas, but actually the things that the cool kids wear these days. And so it's not just, I mean, the shoes are the most comfortable shoes in the world, and I invite everyone to get a pair. But
We lost 3 already.
But it's really also about showing that like the future, being a trendsetter like Steffi. So a lot is also about that, and we are just excited that we can fuel this, both for that Finrush Taylor, that all of a sudden like was a kid with just some designed shoes on the platform, to now Justin Bieber wearing them around the block all day.
So do the big brands need you, or do you need them?
I think it's we need them and they need us. I think Zellerfeld anyways will be the platform where in the future everybody will buy their shoes. It will really be like, I don't know, 2 to 3 years, depending on how much of an early adopter you are. But you will have taken 2 pictures of your feet. Zellerfeld will know exactly how you like your shoes, how your feet are shaped, and then basically, and that is what I love the most, is basically once you have your foot scanned, no matter of those thousands and soon millions of designs you're going to choose, they will all fit perfectly, and not like you go in a store and you need to try them on and they don't really fit. They all fit exactly the same, and for that, like. We know that will be the future, just like how YouTube is, because it's so creator-driven. And however, in order to get lots of acceptance, we of course need the big brands. We need them to embrace it, so that also, like when you come onto Zellerfeld.com, you see some designs that you already know. It's like, I don't know, there were CDs, and at some point they needed to be digitalized. And this is here the same. Like, if you like Jordans, then there should be a digital version of a Jordan.
So it feels like almost as if, you know, we have spoken about the metaverse and gaming and all this kind of things, and all the skins and fashion has become, digital. But you basically bring the digital also back to real life, kind of.
Yeah, it's like 3D printing is the tech that bridges that gap from digital to tangible. And I also believe it will be much bigger than footwear. It will be like, let's be real. And I mean, we can talk these days so much about this guy called Elon Musk, but like at some point, this dude will have his colony on Mars. And like at some point, life will be multiplanetary. And what are we going to do then? Like, it's already fucked up how we are shipping products across the ocean, but it's not gonna work that we have to wait 3 years to send the next cargo ship over there that then takes 6 months. Like, that's crazy. What happens if a new iPhone launches? Do you think we will all put up 10 starships and ship them? And it
so you want to print them on Mars?
Of course.
Okay, great.
Products need to get digital. What we have seen, all the innovation that we have seen now in software and in the internet age, that needs to happen with products. There's already the tech to print electronic inks and circuit boards and stuff. And that would be the goal, that when Apple releases a new iPhone, they're not just releasing it and then shipping it across the ocean. It's like us. When you buy a Zellerfeld shoe, we have a farm in the US, we have a farm in Europe. No matter where you are, like, it is being produced locally and in a decentralized way. No shipping. It's like sending a photo via WhatsApp. And this is how we believe how we should ship products.
Before we show the video that I think will wrap this up, I want to ask one more question, which is, I think, it's beyond shoes, obviously, but also shoes have been not updated since thousands of years. Mm-hmm. So everyone has different feet, even 1 foot from another, no?
Yep.
And health-wise, this could be a great impact as well. I think you said something about the shoe improving with your health, or working as like brackets. You can adjust them so you can live healthier. Is that like another industry you're disrupting?
so if you're not sold enough already,
He has a discount. No, I'm kidding.
what I love is that obviously with a scan, that is just one part of getting info and like helping everyone take the next step in life. But what I also love is that like there are now AI-based applications that can give you a walking analysis. So you actually place it just on the wall and on the floor, and you just take a few steps, and the AI can now understand, okay, you need maybe a little bit more support in the arch area. You need maybe a little bit more support on your left foot, on the outside and stuff like that. We can make it harder and softer in different areas in the midsole. So we can actually, based on on you walking and capturing how you walk, we can actually make insoles directly into the shoes. And all of a sudden, like this becomes like really, as you say, a health benefit where we can make sure when you buy like printed shoes over time, and probably in the future it might not only be Zellerfeld, but maybe there will also be others. But like with printed shoes, you will be able to know, okay, when you're older, you're not having back pain, for example. And stuff like that is so deeply fascinating that much like how you have braces for your teeth, like with every shoe, you know, we don't have to go all in, make all the changes within one shoe. No, with every shoe you buy, like we can, just like braces, make them a little bit tighter, like every couple of weeks. And with every shoe, we can help you go to the correct form every single time a little bit more, so that after like a year or two, you actually have the perfect support for every step you take in life. And if we can achieve that, all of you, that everyone on earth can go through life without worrying about back pain when you're old, and actually having really great sensation on your feet, and not feet hurting in the evening, I think then we have created some value.
How do you get the shoes?
You go on Zellerfeld.com, you browse through all the different shoe designs, and then you just buy them. And then after purchase, again, like you would probably get an email to scan your feet. And then I would encourage you all to take 2 pictures of your feet. And the feeling you will have is unlike anything else. And I really hope we can make you happy.
What do you think? What's the feeling? Is this something, or is he just a crazy dude? I don't know. But I really want to show the video, and I want to thank you so much for being here, and I will wrap up after the video.
I have no idea how to start this. I don't know where to. Can you start the video? Because
it's that clicker. That's laser. That's clicker.
Ah, there we go.
Does it happen? Oh.
So far, that's only an image.
Is that a video?
Goes into the shoe. You see it's very soft. I don't know if you felt it. Falls into water where the support structure is being dissolved. Because it's an Air Max, it obviously gets an air bubble inside it. That's and then the cool thing is, as I said, because it's all one material, it could be shred down, and we could take that material to make the next shoe. And this is how we see the future of really revolutionizing footwear.
I'm a fan of individualized life, because we are all so different and beautiful and creative or not, but everyone is wearing something. And I really hope that the future is we're more being us, more connecting with the designers that we care about, the stories we care about maybe even. And I do think that big brands really need to buckle up, because the storytelling, and we're saying this here at a big agency, the storytelling isn't all, it's about the meaning, and it has to be more than just a product. Thank you so much, Cornelius Schmitt.
Thank you, everyone.